Hi. So, I just got back from Puerto Rico. Some of you maybe have heard. I was there with Greg this past week. I spent the week climbing on rooftops, touring displaced people camps, installing solar panels, and also just making a whole bunch of new friends. But the thing is, up until this past week, I didn't know anything about solar panels or sustainability or displaced people. I didn't even know who was going, except for Greg, kind of. And I was totally terrified to climb up all the rickety ladders to get on the second floor of these rooftops. I felt like I was totally inadequate, and I felt like an imposter. It was pretty much outside of my comfort zone in every way. It wasn't easy. I hate not knowing what to expect. I hate not being prepared. I wasn't sure if I would connect with the group or the team. And even once we got there, we did have some frustrating failures. We were all amateur volunteers, well, most of us, and we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know how to drill the holes into the roof to attach the racking for the solar panels. And I'm assuming most of you have also, like me, not installed solar panels before, so I'll explain it to you. There's a roof, and then you put this metal racking and you attach it to the roof with these bolts, and then you attach the solar panels to the racks. And there was one of them that we just were failing over and over and over again. It's really important when you drill the holes, you want to get them deep enough into the roof that you can attach the bolts into the cement, but not so deep that you drill through the ceiling in the room below, which we definitely did once. But on the first night we were there, after drilling the hole in the ceiling, it had been pouring rain, it was starting to get dark. We were on the third time, I think, trying to attach one of these racks. And Oscar, one of the expert people, comes over and tells us that we're gonna have to do it a fourth time. And I was so angry and frustrated, and I felt like unprepared, inadequate, imposter. I was doing it wrong, I didn't know how to do this, and I just kind of wanted to quit. So I took a break, came back, and we re-drilled it, we did it in the dark, and we finished it, and it was just such a great sense of achievement and accomplishment. And by the end of the week, we had installed solar panels on 3 different buildings that are gonna be community centers for the people in Puerto Rico, totally out in these remote places that didn't have electricity otherwise. Some of them are gonna be used for schools and for events, and I even read that one of them is gonna have a computer lab in it. So it's pretty cool that we got to be part of that. I left Puerto Rico feeling so much more confident. I learned the difference between circuits in series versus circuits in parallel. I learned the math between amps and watts and volts. Now I feel like I can almost keep up with these electricity people. And I just feel so energized by what I was able to do and also inspired by the people I was with. And most importantly, I no longer feel like an imposter. I feel like I was part of a group that was doing really important work. When I first came to Corner, I just wanted to find a church that was close to my house, that I could walk to. And at that point, if Scott or Greg or Zach had asked me to lead a Connect group or host on Sunday mornings or sing on the worship team or like stand up in front of all of you and do public speaking, I would have said, no, I'm finding another church. But little by little, we added them on, and here we are. So Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Do not feel like you're an imposter." This is my addition. "For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." So what would it look like if you jumped out of your comfort zone and leaned into community?